What about the best division in the NFL this year? The NFC East. The NFC East they got it all, bro. The NFC East has the top dog. They got the mid tier. And the worst team in the league is 500 in the league where it's only like a dozen teams over 500. Washington beat, and better watch out for them Redskins. Why I say that? Man, Heineke is a sneaky little dude, man. He's a sneaky type quarterback. Like, he'll mess around and win them games that he's not supposed to. He'll mess around and just a scrappy. He don't remember how Doug Flutie used to win those games back in the day. Like, you wouldn't be like, yeah, it ain't the fact, it ain't the stature that's the same. But Heineke got some of that A in him, man. You know, Heineke from around the way, man. You know, he from the A, so you know he got some of that A in him, man. It's gonna be a fight. They say every time Heineke win a game and get his bonus, he going to buy some he going to buy some J's in the colors of the team that he beat that got him that got him the bonus. The boy swagged out, man. So if that's the worst team, the Redskins would be the best team in the NFC South. Then you go from there, go to the Giants, the resurgent Giants, the Giants that are reshuffling their roster, sending people out of there who aren't buying in, giving the ball to who's probably been the best running back in football when it comes to being a true three-down back as far as catching the ball as well, and Saquon Barkley, who was a transcendent running back, a generational type running back when he came out of college, and who's had his career derailed a little bit by injuries, but where he is now, looking like his old self, you've got Weapon X and Daniel Jones. Who fixed Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones. We all knew Daniel Jones was fast, but this offense is taking advantage of it. Daniel Jones is toting that pill. I think they lost today, but I'm still very impressed with the Giants. Another team that would probably be first place in probably 3 other divisions in the NFL right now. And then you go to the big dogs, the Cowboys. It pains me to say this. It does. The Cowboys are a pretty good football team, dog. With that right now, Tony Pollard toting that mail. And then the two, like, Tony Pollard is so good. But, man, Zeke, man, people saying Zeke fell off. Man, Zeke really been running hard. He's just hurt right now, but they got 2 really, really good running backs. Still got CeeDee Lamb. Noah Brown, a wide receiver, has been balling. You still got Gallup. Dalton Schultz, when it's time for them. That offense they can hum when they have to. So the Cowboys ain't nothing to play with either. And then on defense, they probably got the premier weapon, the premier front 7 weapon in the NFL as far as what the multiplicity that Micah Parsons plays with, whether he's tough against the run, whether he's edge rushing, whether you got him playing in space, whether he's blowing up a screen, whether he's running up the seam. Like, probably got one of the top weapons in the NFL on defense in Micah Parsons, along with a secondary, the safety. I can't remember his name right now. I love the safety they have. And the Cowboys are another tough team, but the class of the NFC East and the NFL right now, Philadelphia Eagles. They laughed at the boy. They laughed at him. They laughed at him. They laughed at him. Nick Sirianni, at his first press conference, they laughed at him. Look it up, man. Look it up. They played with him. The man had something. He knew something. He knew something. And I want to say, shout out to the Eagles for doing something that a lot of teams have been guilty of, but haven't been able to have the results that the Eagles and the success that the Eagles are having right now. And that's get rid of a coach who was doing all right. Like Doug Peterson, like, I mean, yeah, he had that rough year, but he took it to the Super Bowl. A very, very highly regarded coach in the NFL. And for them to rebound from that situation, to let him go and be where they are right now, undefeated. I mean, they should win the next 5 games. I can't see nobody beating them right now. And they go and they know it. And you know how I know they know it? They went and got Robert Quinn. Like, you know what? We ain't got enough. Let's just go ahead. That Robert Quinn pickup looks a lot like the Von Miller to the Rams pickup last year. That's what that looks like to me. And you know, they say Quinn only has like a sack this year or 1.5 or something like that. But now it's different because now you're allowing Quinn to get in one-on-one situations because you've got Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox right next to him. You've got rotational pieces. You've got guys who can rush the passer. So Robert Quinn, let's say Robert Quinn plays a team with the backup tackle who's starting a backup left tackle because the starter may be injured. But because we're getting that part of the season. In those games like that, where you got to start a rookie, maybe making his second or third start, and you got to put him across from Robert Quinn, a veteran, a strong guy, a manly, like one of those grown men strength type guys who still has some explosion in his game, who knows the nuances of how to get to the quarterback, who knows the angle to plant at to take a straight beeline to the quarterback, who can still beat one of these young kids over the head like a kid. Yeah. When you factor that in, oh yeah, you already know. Like, so he can get in one of those situations and go off for 3 to 4 sacks in the game. He could take you put him in one of those situations, he could take a game over. And it happens all the time. A lot of the times when you see guys in the NFL who have these exorbitant sack totals, a lot of times they beat the hell out of one player. And sometimes they did it twice. I remember when Vic Beasley had 15, 16 sacks, man, for the Falcons, the Super Bowl year. Man, he got like, out of his 16 sacks, I would say that he probably got 9 of them in 3 games. So out of 16 games, he only got sacks in probably 8 games, maybe 7, something like that. I'll check that stat. But yeah, I would challenge somebody to go check that stat. But it's true, and it happens a lot. So, but even having a guy that can do that, because I don't think the Falcons have a guy that can dominate somebody at that level right now, probably besides Grady Jarrett. Definitely don't have an edge rusher who's ready for that. So by the Eagles picking him up, he probably got the best cornerback tandem in the NFL right now in Bradbury. Slay is playing. D. Slay is playing out of his mind right now. Yeah, man. The Eagles, I think, are the best team in the NFL, and they'll be the ones. I think they will be the team that'll have the 72 Dolphins up late at night. You know what I mean? Mercury Morris, them. Feel me?